Well, 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 what do we have here? Again. So, it's been a minute since the last time we talked about the Wii U. Now, for those of you who haven't seen my video, I actually love the Wii U a lot and think it's a real hidden gem among all of Nintendo's consoles. So we're gonna be talking about it, but we're not gonna be talking about it in the way that you may think. I do already have a video on like my full thoughts of the system, so just if you want to see that, go back and watch it. But we're gonna be doing something a little more akin to the GameCube video that I did, also around the same time, where I basically took a look at my GameCube collection. So we're gonna be just taking a look at my Wii U collection. I have a good amount of games, and I just kind of want to talk about them, why I have them specifically, and just my thoughts. So we're just gonna get into it. I guess it would be a good idea to start this video off by showing you my Wii U hardware. I just have the basic black Wii U. Really nothing special, nothing unique. I really wanted the Zelda edition one really bad, but it's like wicked pricey, so I had to settle for this Wii U. And yeah, I got this a few years ago, I would say, as of recording this, and I've actually been really enjoying it. I like the black color of the deluxe model, which is its official name, even though like this didn't come with any of like the deluxe perks or anything. But yeah, I like how this one is black compared to the regular Wii's white. That way it doesn't really get confused. Plus, the black model has 32 gigabytes of internal storage compared to the white model's 8 gigabytes. Don't even know what Nintendo was thinking there, but yeah, I really like my Wii U. The gamepad is so comfortable. I remember when it first came out, I thought it was like the clunkiest thing in the world, but after like giving some time to games with it and actually using it, it's a really comfortable piece of hardware. The only thing I could say about the base console is it's curvy, that's for sure, but I really think they could have done a little more to make it more unique compared to the regular Wii console. This was the first Nintendo system to go full HD, so I guess it's nice. And it's nice that they include a AV output. I've been vibing with my Wii U. My Wii U's a vibe. I like it. All right, let's get on into the games. Now, the real reason that I have a Wii U is for the exclusive games. A lot of games, like really popular Wii U games, did end up getting ported to the Switch. And that's where I experienced games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario 3D World, Captain Toad. The list goes on and on of Wii U games that were brought to Switch with a new coat of paint. So I really wanted to, when collecting for Wii U, and you'll see this in the collection, is to get games that are still stuck on the Wii U, still exclusive. So really wanted to keep it as exclusive as I could for the Wii U. So let's just get into the first game. So we're gonna be going in alphabetical order here, starting with Nintendo Land. This was pretty much the Wii U's Wii Sports. I guess you could say it was packed in with all the deluxe sets and some of the like special edition systems, but yeah, it essentially serves as kind of like a tech demo for the gamepad and all the features of the Wii U. Suffice it to say, it wasn't as popular as games like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort were, so it didn't necessarily draw people in like those games did. But it is still a pretty fun time. I have a good time with Nintendo Land. I like to bust it out with my siblings and try out some of the mini games and stuff. They're fun. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing like insanely fun like the Wii Sports was, but I think it's still a pretty good time and definitely cheap enough and worth it to have if you have a Wii U. Next up is Splatoon. This is the first game and only Splatoon game stuck on an older console. This was kind of a surprise blowout for Nintendo, I suppose. Splatoon was really something they took a chance on in the Wii U generation, and believe me, it paid off big time for them. So I thought I did not start with Splatoon 1. I really got into Splatoon with Splatoon 2, and then later on Splatoon 3. So I really missed out on this one. Really sad that I did, but I grabbed it now because the Wii U eShop was dying and I didn't want it to get too expensive. And now that the online services are gonna die, it's pretty much worthless now, except for the unique single-player campaign. But yeah, Splatoon is great. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with it. It does a lot of things unique than Splatoon 2 and 3, so it's really interesting to go back on. Really, the only reason you'd want to go back and revisit it is for the single-player campaign. I'm going to talk about these next two games together, because technically they were bundled. Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard. Now, this game is not credited as being a masterpiece or good in any way. And you can tell the way that Star Fox Zero plays is very clunky and inconvenient. It tries to do a lot with the gamepad, with the gyro and having the two screens, and it just really doesn't pay off for this game, which is probably why it's been stuck on the Wii U for so long. But yeah, it's all right. It's more of like a retelling of Star Fox 64 than anything else. It really doesn't advance the series, in my opinion. So it could also be another reason why there hasn't been another Star Fox game since this one came out. So yeah, this is kind of hailed as a stinker among the Wii U's library. But I mean, I got it. I wanted to give it a fair shake, and so I've been playing through it bit by bit as much as I can bear, and it's all right. It's definitely clunky. But its cousin, so to say, Star Fox Guard, this one's a little more different. So this was bundled in with like special editions of Star Fox Zero, or it was just bundled in entirely. This is a tower defense game, and you basically use the Wii U gamepad and the TV in conjunction to like jump to different cameras and protect your base. It's basically taking the camera system from Five Nights at Freddy's and putting a tower defense system on it. I think it's cool. I think it's unique. It definitely tries something different and has loads more replayability than its cousin does. So that was Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard. Honestly, I would recommend it if you want to see how unique the gamepad can be used. Moving on, we've got probably one of the biggest games on the Wii U, at least at the time, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I bought this after the fact of Ultimate, definitely a few years after Ultimate came out, and yeah, this is pretty much the father to Ultimate, and you can tell in places where Ultimate goes above and beyond this game, but I think it's a really good time to go back and just see what Smash Bros. Was like before. I mean, it definitely has the same appeal as going back to, say, Brawl or Melee or even the OG 64. It is unique from the other versions, so that's pretty much why I picked it up. It was more of like I kind of wanted to see Smash Bros. Roots and like what it was like on the Wii U, because I never had a Wii U when it was in its heyday. I got my Wii U way after the fact, so after playing Ultimate, I did have the 3DS version of this game because Smash 4 was split into two. So I did have the 3DS version, so it's interesting to see it like on the Wii U. And there is difference between the characters because they were upgraded and enhanced for Ultimate, like as newer games came out for those characters. Like Link, he's got his Twilight Princess form. He's Breath of the Wild now in Ultimate. And so yeah, very interesting to go back on. All right, here we have the game that I bought when I did pick up my Wii U, and one that I'm actually really excited to have gone through. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. Now, I have beaten Wind Waker. Ooh, the gold is really cool. I really love the gold on this game. The gold is, mwah, chef's kiss. Anyway, I beat Wind Waker on the GameCube. So the old OG GameCube version of Wind Waker. I beat the game, killed Ganondorf, all that, and it was a really good time. It's definitely one of my top 3 Zelda games for sure. And when I got my Wii U, this was one of the games like that influenced me to get a Wii U. This and a few others, pretty much the entire stack. This game looks gorgeous in HD. Honestly, After going from the standard definition AV cable GameCube version to playing on the Wii U is absolutely gorgeous. It's a different experience because of the way it looks. Like, even though it is technically the same game, I still found enough difference in it. There's a code if you can even still redeem it. But just the difference that it makes you feel when looking at the HD version compared to the original version is definitely worth going through again. And like, this is the version that I'd prefer to 100% complete because they did add more to it. So yeah, and it's been just a really grand time. Definitely on the hierarchy of expensive Wii U games, the other HD Zelda remaster, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. This is probably one of the craziest purchases I've made. Twilight Princess is a game that I did run through a good bit of on the original Wii, and then I put it down for a little bit, and I got stuck, and I can't remember what to do, so I ended up just forgetting that it existed. And I wanted to go back to it. When I said I want to go back to it, it was after I purchased my Wii U, so I was like, huh, might be a good idea to run through this on the Wii U. So then I realized how expensive it was, and all of a sudden, it was put into perspective. So this was definitely a chance, once-in-a-lifetime grab for me, because I was able to get the big box edition that it came in with the Wolf-Link amiibo. And when I bought this set, the amiibo was brand new inside the packaging. So I actually had to do the heathenish thing and take it out of its packaging. But so yeah, this is a really cool game. I like Twilight Princess because of how dark it is, how much darker of a feel it is for a Zelda game. And I just think that's really neat. It's something that they didn't really do up until this point. It was way more mature and scary, I'm gonna be honest. This one frightened me a few years ago when I ran through it on the original Wii. But yeah, to see it once again, pretty much like Wind Waker HD, just to see it and play it in HD is a whole different experience than on the Wii. And plus you do have the added fact of having the button controls of the gamepad instead of the waggly motion controls for the Wii, which is definitely another big experience and a reason to pick this version up. So yeah, I ran through a bit of this so far, and I've actually been really enjoying it. Playing the game again, seeing it, like I said, in HD, having the button controls, which you do not know how amazing it is if you haven't experienced how the original motion controls were, because, oh boy, those were rough. Those were rough days. But yeah, glad to have this, especially because with the Wii U eShop, it's definitely going to rise in value. I'm glad to have gotten it in the big box with the amiibo. Moving on to another game that I was excited to grab before it got uber expensive. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Now, I'm fairly new to the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise. I grabbed Xenoblade Chronicles 3 last year, I think, as of recording this video, and I haven't put too much time into it because I learned through the DLC that these games are technically all connected, so it's probably a good idea to play through them in order. And Tears of the Kingdom had literally just come out when I bought Xenoblade 3, so that definitely put a damper on my productivity on playing that game. But I figured I want to run through all the Xenoblade games because I love RPGs, and I've heard they're just some of the best. So I grabbed Xenoblade Chronicles X because I believe this is one of the biggest Wii U games. This one had quite the update. I believe when it came out, you could download something that would get your system ready for how big this game was gonna be. And so, yeah, I was just very intrigued by the grand adventure I've heard of this one. This is also like a fully, seamless open world, which I think is the only Xenoblade to do it, if I'm not mistaken. Please don't butcher me in the comments. I don't know anything about Xenoblade, I'm sorry. And so yeah, I don't know if this one is like a standalone release and I can play it without playing the others, or if I have to play up through 1 or 2 to understand it. So I'll have to do a little more research on that, but I haven't put too much time into it. So I really can't say if it's good or bad. All I can say is it's another game they refuse to put on Switch, so. And finally, for the last game, unfortunately, but also fortunately, because this is a really great game, We have Yoshi's Woolly World. This is the predecessor to Yoshi's Crafted World, a game that I have not played, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. But Yoshi's Woolly World, this game is just so artistic and crafty. I love how amazing this game looks. I know it's easy, like, this is a children's game. You can see the appeal for children. It's so easy, but I don't think that should let you sway if you want to play this game or not, because it is so good. It's so creative and so different with its approach. The platforming is cool. The way that Yoshi's physics are, the way you interact with the environment is all very creative with how they did it. And come on, Yarn Yoshi, he's so adorable, and Poochie. But so yeah, I have played through a little bit of this game, and I absolutely adore it. I play this game, and a smile is on my face the entire time, because I'm always noticing just the immense amount of detail they put into here. So, can't recommend this game enough. I definitely recommend it over Crafted World, just because of how unique it is. Well guys, that's gonna do it for now. I hope you all enjoyed this sneak peek into my Wii U collection. As always, as with everything, it's gonna keep growing and expanding, so maybe in a few years this video will be completely outdated and I'll have a new one brought to you guys, but who knows, we'll see. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see more collection videos like this and the GameCube one. I'm really interested in doing more of these, like, unscripted, real-life content, so let me know down below if you like this style of video, and maybe I'll do some more. Also, let me know down in the comments below what banger Wii U games you'd like to see me play on stream, or if there's any, like, super hidden gems that I don't know about and are still exclusive and I should check out. Just let me know down in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys, so every comment is read and appreciated. As always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, be sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you're always notified when I do have a new video. I've got some really awesome content planned for this coming year, so if you want to help me support those videos and get to 500 subscribers, I would absolutely love it if you would crush that subscribe button. That's going to do it for me for now. As always, I've been King from Kingdom Studios, and I hope you all have a legendary rest of your day.